This is the Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.
Well, welcome back to the latest episode of the Future of Automotive on CBT News, where we put recent automotive and mobility news into the context of the broader themes impacting the industry. I'm Steve Greenfield from Automotive Ventures, and I'm really glad that you could join us. This week's lead story has to do with how autonomous vehicles could dramatically disrupt personal automotive insurance. According to a brand new report from Morningstar, self-driving cars could make personal auto insurance largely obsolete within 20 years. A more likely moderate scenario from Morningstar forecasts that personal insurance could remain necessary for a few more decades, but just until 2060. The firm's new report, called Insuring Autonomy, analyzing the implications of self-driving cars for the auto insurance industry, finds that by 2044, in the most aggressive scenario, most cars on the road could be automated to a level where liability shifts from driver to the auto manufacturer. Morningstar believes that wide adoption of autonomous vehicles likely means that car insurance will be replaced by product liability insurance, which would ultimately be borne by the auto manufacturers when Level 4 or Level 5 autonomy is achieved. Morningstar said that the most important factors that will affect autonomous vehicle penetration rates are the timeline of technological development, the pace of AV technology adoption, and the scrappage rate of the existing car fleet that isn't equipped. The firm then developed three different scenarios, each of them around each of these factors. A very aggressive, the worst case scenario for personal auto insurers, an aggressive, and then a moderate scenario, which was the most likely. Morningstar noted that most vehicles currently in the market are at level 2 to 3 automation, with driver assistance or navigation on autopilot systems like Tesla's full self-driving supervised. These systems can autonomously brake, accelerate, stop, steer, overtake, and change lanes in a complex urban or highway environment, but they still require continuous input from a human driver. There are some Level 4 solutions from companies like Waymo or Cruise, which offer robotaxis capable of driving without a human behind the wheel, but these rides are currently limited to certain geographical locations where the software is trained extensively on location-specific parameters. Using previous technologies as a guide, Morningstar calculates that Level 4 or Level 5 autonomous technology could reach an 80% adoption rate in as little as 7 years, or 14 years with an aggressive scenario, or 18 years with the moderate scenario, or most likely scenario. Using these calculations, Morningstar projects that under its very aggressive, and moderate scenarios, 60% of the cars on the road will be Level 4 autonomous or higher by the years 2044, 2053, or 2060 respectively. Morningstar assumes that the personal auto insurance won't be affected significantly until Level 4 or higher autonomy is achieved at scale, when liability can be transferred from the driver to the auto manufacturer or the company that provided the autonomous capability in the vehicle to begin with. This is because in even Level 3 autonomy, humans will have to take control in many conditions and can still be held responsible as a result in the case of an accident. Autonomous vehicles are expected to begin having a material impact on auto insurance once a penetration rate of 10% is achieved in 2035 in the very aggressive scenario. Their businesses will decline at an increasing pace as the penetration increases from 10% to 60% in 2043, at which point Morningstar believes it stops creating any value, and they expect that some of the vehicle insurance companies will be driven entirely out of business. Pretty dramatic outcome from autonomous vehicles. So with that, let's transition to our companies to watch. Every week we highlight interesting companies in the automotive technology space to keep an eye on. If you read my weekly Intel report, we showcase a company to watch, and then take the opportunity here on this segment each week to share that company with you. Today, our new company to watch is a company called Rue Data. Rue Data provides tire management software for transportation fleets. From a fleet perspective, tires represent the second most important item after fuel, and there is a general lack of tech tools to support their management. Rue Data reduces tire consumption and maximizes the profitability of your fleet's operating expenses. RUData software has helped transportation companies save now more than $3 million, positioning them as the #1 tire management software in Latin America. Fleets using the RUData product are experiencing some outstanding results, which include reducing the purchase of new tires and saving up to 30% as a result, identifying and reducing mechanical failures and tire theft, saving up to 70% of time when conducting tire inspections, getting optimized and automated maintenance plans within seconds, and benefiting from technology that learns about the performance of your tires to increase their useful life. RUData has helped transport companies save more than $1 million through their technology-based tire management software and data analysis. If you'd like to learn more about RUData, you can check them out at www.ruedata, that's R-U-E, data.com. So that's it for this week's Future of Automotive segment. If you're an auto tech entrepreneur working on a solution that helps car dealerships, we want to hear from you. We are actively investing out of our dealer fund. If you're interested in joining our investment club to make direct investments into auto tech and mobility startups, please join. There's no obligation at all to start seeing our deal flow, and we continue to have active investment deals available to our members. Don't forget to check out my book, The Future of Automotive Retail, which is available on Amazon.com, and keep an eye out for my new book, The Future of Mobility, which has been sent to the publisher, is in final edits, and will be out soon. Thanks as always for your ongoing support, and for tuning into CBT News for this week's Future of Automotive segment, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching The Future of Automotive with Steve Greenfield.